will be available for the entirety of the summer. And this is Jamie for Women. Really, I'm not very fond of being stuck in this elevator. I mean, you're all very nice people, and if I had to choose 5 other people to fall 47 floors to my death with, well, you'd be in the finals. I mean, I might choose people with better snacks, but putting that aside, you're a nice range of body types. How long have we been in here? 5 hours? We've been in here for 5 hours? And how many breakdowns have I had? Oh, that's not so bad. Actually, it's interesting to have all my phobias interact and coalesce into one itty-bitty space. So I'm not just experiencing fear, no, it's fear squared. I mean, I'm afraid of the dark, I'm claustrophobic, I'm afraid of heights, and afraid of death, so, this is all just really perfect for me. I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna release some tension by screaming. Is that okay with everyone? Yep. Yep, I feel it coming. Yep. Oh, here it comes. Oh my God! The True Story of the Three Little Pigs by John Sieska. I'm the wolf. Alexander T. Wolf. You can call me Al. I don't know how this whole big bad wolf thing got started, but it is all wrong. The real story is about a sneeze and a cup of sugar. Way back, once upon a time, I was making a birthday cake for my dear old granny. I had a terrible sneezing cold and ran out of sugar. So I walked down the street to ask my neighbor for a cup of sugar. Now this neighbor was a pig, and he wasn't too bright either. He built his house of straw. Can you believe it? I mean, who in his right mind builds a house of straw? So of course, the minute I knocked on the door, it fell right in. I didn't want to just walk into someone else's house, so I called, "Little pig, are you in?" No answer. I was just about to go home without the cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake when my nose started to itch. I felt a sneeze coming on. Well, I huffed, and I snuffed, and I sneezed a great sneeze. And you know what? That whole darn straw house just fell down. Right in the middle of the pile of straw was the first little pig, dead as a doornail. But I still didn't have my cup of sugar, so I went to the next neighbor's house. This neighbor was the first little pig's brother. He was a little smarter, but not much. He'd built his house of sticks. I rang the bell on the stick house. Nobody answered. I called, "Mr. Pig, are you in?" He yelled back, "Go away, wolf, you can't come in. I'm shaving the hairs on my chinny chin. I had just grabbed the doorknob when I felt another sneeze coming on. I huffed, and I snuffed, and I tried to cover my mouth, but I sneezed a great sneeze. And you're not going to believe it, but this guy's house fell down just like his brother's. When the dust cleared, there was the second little pig, dead as a doornail. Wolf's honor. And I still didn't have that cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake. So I went to the next house. This guy was the first and second little pig's brother. He must have been the brains of the family. He built his house of bricks. I knocked on the brick house. No answer. I called, "Mr. Pig, are you in?" And do you know what that rude little porker answered? "Get out of here, wolf! Don't bother me again!" Talk about impolite. He probably had a whole sack full of sugar, and he wouldn't give me even one little cup for my dear, sweet, old granny's birthday cake. What a pig. I was just about to go home and maybe make a nice birthday card instead of a cake when I felt my cold coming on. I huffed, and I snuffed, and I sneezed once again. Then the third little pig yelled, "And your old granny can sit on a pig!" Now, I'm usually a pretty calm fellow, but when somebody talks about my granny like that, I go crazy. When the cops drove up, of course I was trying to break down this pig's door, and the whole time I was huffing and puffing and sneezing and making a real scene. The rest, as they say, is history. That's it. That's the true story.